If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Eden. I'm a musical artist. I sing, and welcome to my channel. So, if you're new, make sure you subscribe so you get notified when I post new content on my page. Yup. I'm pretty sure you've heard about numerology and you've heard astrologers and native numerologists talk about what they think about these things. And then I'm also sure you've heard Christians or people who say, oh, I don't believe in all these things and I don't think they work. So let me call their bluff first and say that it's very important to know yourself through every means necessary. Yeah, it's very important to know your body. It's very important to know your self, your health, your mind, understand how your mind works, understand everything. I mean, they say it's not so good to look outside of yourself for answers, but that's why you need numerology and astrology. You use them to navigate the inside, what is going on inside of you, and I'll explain that as we go. So let me start with numerology and how I just use numerology at the basic level for everybody to know how to use it. So if I'm starting with numerology, so if we are starting with 1, so when is it 1 day? Everybody's experiencing it 1 day. So on that 1 day, you're going to be either running into a lot of argument. You're going to either run into arguments, or you are going to be put in a leadership position, or you're going to be associated with leadership. That's going to be the theme for that day. Now, I'm not using any AI for this video. I'm not using any artificial intelligence or anything, but that's just how it works. So for a 2 day, just expect a lot of emotions, because 2 rules emotions, 2 rules, it also rules money, but that's what it means. So with 2 days, you can expect to even drink a lot of water. Well, even if you don't, try to drink a lot of water in 2 days, because it's good. Two signifies water and emotions. So, and when you do things with that, now when you do things that relates to the day, when you do things that are in relations with the day you are, the day number, I believe you get blessings for that day, and you know how to navigate that day better. So how to explain this better is like on a 2 day by drinking water, because 2 water emotions make sense. So, and on a 2 day, just try as much as you can to watch out for your emotions, because people can throw you off balance and off character, and you might start to act out. So yeah, expect that on a 2 day. On a 3 day, 3 is more about communication, more about short travel, moving from one place to another. You might engage with your siblings, you might engage with your neighbors, but 2 mostly signifies communication and even children as well. So most people, to take advantage of the 3, most people like to go out for events on a 3 day. Most people like to just have fun, just do something, go out for social or networking, yeah, on a 3 day. That's what most people do. Then on the 4 day, it's all about law and order. I'll share a backstory. I was involved in what felt like an arrest by the police one time, but we ended up bailing out on that very day. It was a 4 day. It was a day when one of my guys was wearing a camo, and they caught us. Police caught us. So these are things that can happen on a 4 day. You have to really be careful on a 4 day. If it's a 4 day, you try to make sure that you're not breaking any law, you are not getting into fight, you are not doing crazy stuff on a 4 day. If somebody wants to fight you on a 4 day, try and dodge it and move it to the 5th, because 5th will even help you. Because on a 4 day, you might get cooked on a 4 day by law and everything. So even if you want to do for one night, try not to do it on a 4 day, because you might just, I don't know. On the 5th day, 5 is all about travel. It's about the 5 senses. So the power is in your hands. In fact, all the numbers, you have the power in your hand. For example, the five also rules our senses. So it's in your power to decide what you want to do with your your senses being enhanced on a 5D, because it's a collective thing. Because it's a collective thing, everybody has their everyone have their everybody's going to have their senses enhanced. Crazy. So it now depends on what you want to do with your 24 hours on that fifth day. So if you want to focus on your work, if you want to do something progressive, focus on your goals, that would help you on a 5D. If you want to travel, that will help you on a 5D, because everything is enhanced. You enjoy everything times 10 on a 50 day. Even sex too. If you want to have a child, have that child on have sex on a 5D. So yeah. So for six is all about harmony. Six can also be a day for fight, for enemies, but you can also rule harmony, perfect timing, and health. So bottom line, I'll say for six, if it's a 6 day, it's a very good day to go to the gym. It's a very good day to do something, try something new for a 6 day. Try something you've never done before. Go out, try something different on a 6 day. On a 7 day, 7 day for me personally, I don't think any YouTuber says this a lot enough. For me, 7 days is a test. 7 days are test. The universe is testing you on a 7 day. Whatever happens on that day, see it as a test. That's what I do as a 7 day. 7 day I also think is all about partnership. That's what it means in astrology. For numerology, I'd say it means you can find yourself being in solitude. Like today being on the 7 day, you can find yourself being in solitude, and you can also be in a position where you have to be partnering with somebody. Maybe you're at work, but on that 7 day, you were told to link with somebody or meet with somebody or handle a task with somebody. So that's what 7 is about. But for 7 day, because it's a very mental number, I think you have to really be careful not to get injured. Be careful, don't play with sharp objects too much on a 7 day. If you're watching this video, check when the last time you were injured was probably on the 7 day. The last time you lost something, you bled, was probably on the 7 day. Aside that, on the 8th day, 8th day is all about the seen and the unseen, like spiritual and physical. 8 day is about money. 8 day is about karma. Either you make money or you get other people's money, is up to you for 8 days. Illegal shit, like most illegal shit, happen 8 days. 8 days is a very crazy number. It's also about like a good day to spend money. So if you want to spend money, you have money you want to spend it on an 8 day, it will come back. If you have something, I believe 8 days is also a day for you to, I wanted to say let's go, but I would say that's for the 9. So let's move to 9. So with 8, just be careful, because 8 is the number of 8 is a karmic number. So try not to do something bad to somebody, because it's an 8 day, it's going to come back for you one day. So let's move to 9. With 9 is a very karmic number as well, and in simple terms, 9 is very can blend in. Can blend in anywhere. If you put 9 into fire, it becomes fire. If you put 9 into water, it becomes water. But with 9, one thing I noticed about 9 is that, you see how the number 9 is. It's a very mental number, and it gets you up in your head. Most 9s, I'm sure you can relate. If you're born on the 9th, you're born on the 18th, born on the 27th, you're always in your head. You're thinking about so many things, so many people, so many past trauma, so many betrayal, so many things. This person offended me. Some 9s, and I think depending on how you grew up as a child, some 9s can move on past that. Some 9s can't. They don't know how to. I think it depends on how you are able to move past whatever it is you are holding on to that's keeping you stagnant, keeping you where you are. So that's what it is for 9. Now, in conclusion, I'd say there are other numbers. For example, 11 is a master number, 12, 13. 12 is still 3, 13 is still 4, but it depends on how you put the number. So if it's 13, you know that, okay, you have 1, you have 3. So that's how you have to calculate that. And each of those numbers play a different scenario, different movie for that day. You get. So another way I'd like people to look at this is you have your own personal number. So one way I usually suggest that people use astrology and numerology to navigate their daily life is by looking at your own personal number, your own personal life path, and then comparing it to the present day. So for example, if you are let's say you're born on the 5th and your life path is a 1. If you're born on the 5th, just know that there are certain days that are good for you and there are certain days that are bad for you. Likewise, same with your life path. So knowing that, okay, let's say you have a life path 1. Hey, Tito. So let's say you have a life path 1. If you have a life path 1, then you know some numbers aren't really your lucky numbers. Sorry. You know that, okay, like life path 8, life path 9, these are not your best numbers. So on those days, you have to be careful on those days. So like people who are life path 3 and 4 is not a perfect combo. So when you are a 3 and it's a 4 day, you have to be careful not to get into trouble with police and all those stuff. So this is where advanced numerology comes in, where astrologers and numerologists, they know what to do, they know what to tell you about your number. I do know, yeah. So in conclusion, if you need help with navigating your charts, navigating your numbers, navigating your birthday, you can reach out to me and I'm going to answer your questions. So peace, peace, peace.